We're on the road. Where transportation goes, community grows. Welcome to On the Road with the MTA. And welcome to another exciting edition of On the Road with the MTA. I'm Jay Gibbons alongside with Stephanie Kay from the MTA. Man, she's awesome.
Why, thank you, Jay. And so are you. I love this. Can you believe it's already June?
I know. Can you? It's nuts.
I know. It's crazy. But you know what comes in June? The nice weather and Juneteenth. That is a great organization. Have you ever been downtown for the Juneteenth, the parade, and everything they have going on?
There's so much stuff going on down there.
It's
crazy.
a month long. It's a month long. We have Dwayne with us right now. Dwayne, pronounce your name for me correctly.
Dewan E. Robinson.
Dewan Robinson. Okay, thank you, Dewan. You are amazing. I just call you as just the guru. You are the Juneteenth guru because you put it all together a month long. You have 2 children. You put them to work with this as well.
Of course.
Tell us what people can expect for Juneteenth. When does it start? How can it get involved?
Of course. Once we are definitely thankful for the Flint Genesee County community for continuing to support this initiative for over 53 years, right?
Wow, really?
It has been a long time. It has been a long time, right? And that's tradition, right? We're talking heritage. One thing this year, we are celebrating 160 years of Black liberation. So it is a special time, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm just elated, right? It's always a good time. It's a lot of work, right?
Yes, it is. I know. One event, an event for one day is a lot of work. You have an entire month. It started May 31st.
Ma'am. Yes.
It goes till June 22nd.
Yes.
So what can we expect? Okay, we're going to go out there today. What can we do?
Of course. So we'll be started this weekend, right? So we'll be getting started with the fishing trip, right? Mm-hmm. It's the day at the lake. So what our concept is we'll have 150 children coming in. They'll be learning the concept and idea behind fishing.
Oh,
right?
Awesome.
And so, a lot of times we even, I heard back in the day, my grandfather would say, like, you teach a man to fish, he'll eat forever. And
That's
I think
right.
those are the concepts. And these are things that we try to learn. So while we are out there, they go through the training process. They'll go through different stations. They'll learn techniques. And then at the end, they get a free fishing ride in the tackle box. So
I was wondering about that. Did they bring their own fishing rod? Or they get right there?
We provide all that, right? We provide the training. Then also the following week on the 7th, we take you out to Shea Lake, which will be out there on a resort with the children. There's some mentor piece as well. And then, of course, we're fishing. We're talking, hanging out, eating food, right? We're just enjoying the weather and having a good time.
Well, I hope the weather's going to be nice the entire month.
I know, me too.
Yes, it has to be.
The weather hasn't broke yet. I'm still waiting on the weather to break here in Michigan, right? But
it's going to be good.
I'm hoping that June is a sunshines and a beautiful smile. So
I know MTA is very happy to be part of this.
Yes.
And they're going to be for the Juneteenth for the parade on June 19th.
Yes, I want to give a very special shout out to MTA, Stephanie, for always making sure that you're keeping us engaged with just the activity here at MTA, and then you all being a part of Juneteenth. You have provided the buses, the transportation over years, right, of support and service. So that's true collaboration. And that's what it looks like when organizations come together and do some good for this community. Everybody benefits.
It does. Well, our CEO, Ed Benning, knows the importance of that.
Shout out to Ed.
And Kevin Galloway, Michelle Ruffin over there, they make the buses happen. And
you want
a trolley now, too?
Yes,
so we're going to throw that one in there as well.
Yes.
And MTA is going to have a table set up out there for the parade day on the 19th. From like 10 until 4, they're going to be set up out there. So come on by and get some of the little goodies we have to give away. That's going to be fun, too.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Bring it all, right? Bring the family, bring the children. Definitely come in with a good spirit, right? And just have a good time. You're going to learn a little bit. You're going to have some fun. You're going to eat some good food. You're going to meet some new people, right? You see some of the folks that you may need to connect with in the community. That's what Juneteenth represents, right? So we'll be doing almost a month-long of celebrations here in Flint, Genesee County, beginning, like you said, May 31st, this Saturday, running all the way into June 22nd.
Wow, nice.
Right? So, yes. So we are excited. Some of the things that you'll be, seeing during that month of activity, of course, you'll be having the Saints and Spirits. So big shout out to Metropolitan Church and Miss Beverly at the new Haskell Breen Senior Center, right?
Oh,
so we got our seniors in the mix holding it down. Then, of course, we'll be talking about a heritage, a legacy of Flint community. That will be at the Brennan Center, right? So we'll be out there. Mama Soul will be performing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? We'll have some games. We'll have a museum, walk-through museum. It's going to be amazing, right? Of course, the Juneteenth kickoff is June 7th. We'll be over there at we actually moved that not from Kersley Park, but now we're going to be at Haskell Breen Park, right? So make sure you get the update for that. Of course, we'll be at the Juneteenth with the URC over there at the Urban Renaissance Center on Chevrolet, followed by the historical war stories, right? We're talking about historical war stories.
Right, important.
Bringing back, the I want to say the 53rd troop that's coming in from down south, Kentucky and Louisiana. They do some different presentations. Mr. John White will be presenting. That's going to be amazing too.
Yeah, I bet.
Right. Yeah, so you talk about the Civil War. I think a lot of times when we talk about history, especially we have a lot of children involved, right?
Sure.
If we don't share the information and the knowledge, then we lose it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You have to
Notice
keep it
that?
alive.
Right.
Yes,
You
you have to
gotta keep it
teach the
alive.
kids for sure. And Memorial Day is being passed. We have to realize that there's people that lost their lives for our freedom.
Come on.
Yep.
Everybody just living their life and didn't even know how we got here.
That's right. We have to thank them
That's
and give
why
back.
You want to definitely give back and give thanks. So thankful for all our seasonal people, right? Then also our ancestors, right? Who made the ultimate sacrifice for us to go ahead and be and live this life that we live today. So be very thankful.
Well, I know that there's a lot offered in different locations.
Yeah.
How can someone find out the entire program? I have one in my hand, but how can they get that?
Of course, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Traditional Flint Juneteenth, right? You have all the information, flyers, ways to get connected. Then you can also go for more information and full events descriptions at sloanlongway.org/Juneteenth. That's sloanlongway.org/Juneteenth. You'll be able to get all the information of where we at, get a little blurb about what's going to take place that day, something that might catch your interest or what have you. But we definitely encourage you to definitely type in Flint Juneteenth, Traditional Flint Juneteenth in Google, right? It'll bring up all the information or direct you to where you need to go.
I love that. And everything is free. How do you
Everything
afford
is
that?
free.
I mean, you're going to give away.
You can't afford that.
You get
I know, because with like fishing rods, that's expensive
It's
alone.
expensive.
How
It's
many did you
expensive.
give away last year? Or you anticipate to give away this year?
Last year we gave away 120.
Oh my gosh.
So this year we got 150 registered. So, which is a beautiful thing. Right? We want
Yes.
to keep growing. But we will be remiss if we didn't, give special thanks to our sponsors.
Yes,
Right.
sure.
For making this all happen, making this all available to the community for free. All you had to do is bring yourself. So definitely want to give a big shout out to Long Way Planetarium, Sloan Museum of Discovery, Black Lives Matter Flint, Artistic Vision Enterprise, Charles Stewart Mott, Department of Public Health, Michigan State University, of course, United Way, always coming through every year of Genesee County. Then, of course, We Grow the Arts, Flint Festivals, the parades of festivals funded by the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation. We greatly appreciate every one of them. We also have CBOP. And then we also do have Community Foundation just called today.
Oh,
and they're gonna
nice.
pledge support. So, we just thankful, right? This is like you said, it takes a lot to put this on, right?
Takes a village.
Everybody, it takes a village.
Yeah.
It takes people to volunteer, but then it takes the resources, right, to go ahead and continue to keep pushing this initiative forward. So, without those folks and those good organizations and the good people there working and see the value in what we do here in Juneteenth, none of this would be possible.
Well, when others see all of the sponsors down here, maybe they'll want to get involved as well. And so if somebody's listening and think
Come on.
we have something we want to give you, maybe
Come
they
on
have
now.
some. How can they get hold of you to give you donations or to help out or sponsor?
Of course, right? You want to say, if you looking to support, you want to sponsor, we greatly appreciate it. You can contact me, Dewan E. Robinson, at 313-258-8967. That's 313-258-8967. You can always reach me on the email, too, as well. It's robinson.de.sr@gmail.com. That's robinson.de.sr@gmail.com. And we'll get you connected.
Oh, awesome. I love that. I know you're everywhere. We're doing our Friends of Public Transportation
Come
golf
on now.
outing. That's the Monday
That's
after
right.
Father's Day. We're going to have all your information right there as well, and all the golfers' bags on the table so they can find out more about it too.
You know what? I actually wanted to get out there on the green. Are you going to golf?
Are you going to golf?
I'm
Jay?
golfing.
Are you?
I love to golf.
Come on now.
I'll be-
Are you good with it?
Well, I've been playing for years, but I still suck at it. But I still enjoy playing. So
Well, you can drive a car, you can drink, you can buy 50-50 tickets.
That's
yeah,
right.
that's all that matters.
That's what I go
Food.
for, right?
Yeah.
that's right. You're probably a good golfer, aren't you?
Not at all. But I actually enjoy the time just hanging out. We just be talking.
Come
Right,
on
and I think
by.
that's what it is. We walk, we might get in the car a little bit, right? Have a drink or two, but it's really just about building relationship to me.
And it's helping the Friends of Public Transportation in the long run, helps MTA as well because
Yes.
the millage, it kind of helps for that. So
Yes.
that is why we do it. And we have a great time. Come out and see us. With the list of door prizes I'm getting is enormous.
It's a lot.
Yes.
Some good prizes.
Oh my gosh, like dinner for two to Brick Street. We have golf for four to, I know you guys probably don't golf as much, but golf for four to Atlas and to Fenton Farms and to Brookwood. There's
Okay.
many, many prizes.
So
Yes.
when you hear MTA, I'm telling you, it does a lot of good for the community, right?
So much so.
Just be able to come out. Big shout out to the millage, right? To make sure that people are able to ride the transportation.
And people think, I don't need it. I have my own car. Well, you don't need it today. You might need it tomorrow. Mr. Benny always says, today you might be driving. Tomorrow you might be riding.
Yeah. Come on, I
love that. I love that. And also, we've discovered you might be driving a BMW to Starbucks to get your coffee, but the girl behind the counter took the bus to get to work to make your coffee.
Yes.
So it's needed. It's used everywhere.
Yep. But that's the thing about helping the community out, right? We are a village.
That's right.
So just because you may be driving somebody else's ride, so you always have to make sure that you support the initiatives, right? And so when we vote, right, the important issues of voting. This is, we vote at 14% here in Genesee County, in Flint, right, I'm going to say. We have to make sure that we get out there and vote, right? If you're not part of the process, right, the process is going to happen to you. So to be able to make sure that you help support those folks, it might be a family member, yourself, right, your child, right, that need to ride the transportation system. So you want to be able to make sure that there's available, right, at a nominal fee, right? So
I remember I was on the radio station at the time, hosting a morning radio show, and we had Ed Benning in. Every time he came in, I was impressed with everything he had to offer through MTA.
That's right.
And at that point, around that same time, I found out my father had just been diagnosed with cancer, and that's a horrible thing to hear. And he had to get back and forth to radiation like every day for like 3 days a week. And my mom was 80 years old, and she had a business at the Cortland Center Mall. I was working on the radio station. Yeah, so I thought, how are we going to get him there? And Mr. Benning said, guess what? We have something called Your Ride. We'll pick your father up at his home and take him to the radiation for $2.25.
Come on now.
It's like, how can they afford to do that? I was so impressed. I was so grateful that I thought, one of these days, if I ever lose my job, I want to work for you.
That's right.
Well, be careful what you wish for there, Dewan, because they came in to syndicate. It's like, okay. But I'm grateful. Best thing that ever happened to me, because I love being the director of communications here, which is why we have you on right now with Jay doing our podcast.
Shout out to Jay.
So important. There's so many wonderful things like what you're doing in the community.
Yes.
People might not know about if we didn't have this program. So I love that.
Yep.
But you know what, Stephanie? You're a phenomenal communicator.
Oh, yes, she is.
I love you.
Yes, she is.
Thank you.
Even when you're not on the air, like when I'm talking to her on the phone, just talking to her out there in the lobby, right? She just has that voice, right? It's just an energy that comes.
It's Stephanie.
It's Stephanie down there.
Do I owe both you $10 right now?
Checks in the mail.
Well, thank you. That's a high compliment, especially coming from you. I feel the same way about you guys, so thank you. That's wonderful. Hey, I know. It's a love fest.
That is what's up.
Well, this is awesome. Thank you. I know how busy you are planning this, so thank you for coming in to make the time to do this.
Of course.
And for sharing all this invaluable information. So once again, somebody needs this or they want to sponsor, how do they get hold of you? One more time.
Of course, you can contact me, Dewan E. Robinson, at 313-258-8967. That's 313-258-8967. We greatly appreciate your support. Please check out us on Facebook, Traditional Flint Juneteenth. Be able to look at everything, all the events, the runner show, everything right is online. Then, of course, you can visit our website landing page at sloanlongway.org/Juneteenth. That's sloanlongway.org/Juneteenth and get all the information, updates, how you can get engaged, how you can get involved. If you want to be a vendor, right? We are still open up for vendors. Please make sure you get your business out there because we promote you too.
Yeah,
we promote you with our marketing plan, a lot of exposure, a lot of folks. We shop with you and patronize as well. So please make sure you get connected. If you want to get involved in the parade, if you got if you got a float, you got a vehicle, right? You got a sorority or fraternity, right? Neighborhood association, block club. If you just want to walk, which I walk.
Old car, like one of those classic cars.
Come on, that classic car been sitting in the garage all year. Let's bring it out for Juneteenth, right? We be in the parade. One thing for sure, we walk from Max Brandon Park, and let me just go ahead and make sure I throw this in there.
Sure.
So Juneteenth, Thursday, June 19th. Right, that is our Juneteenth, right? It's a national holiday, and I was just on the phone with the governor's office. They're going to do something special here for Juneteenth here in Flint. So, one of the things that we do want to go ahead and signify how important it is. So, it's a 2-part series on that day, right? So, the first half will be at Max Brandon Park, starting at noon. It's like Cedar Point out there. Like 3,000 people out there.
Wow.
Everybody, just children running around, and I just love to see that.
Fun.
Right? That's just like real unique to me. And then, of course, we start getting together to marshal for the parade at 5 p.m. So if you're looking to get in the parade, we start marshaling right there on Pasadena, right outside of Max Brandon Park, right on the side where you're parking, with a parking lot right there. We start marshaling. So we'll be having a stage from Martin Luther King in Pasadena, right there on the corner, all the way throughout the park. Forest Park is very big, so, we have cars all lined up in there, ready to go. So we want to encourage everybody to come and get there early, because I know years before, right, we'd be just smashed right there. It'd be so many cars, and you just can't get out, and that pushes the time back on the parade, right, and it takes a little time to get down to our next location. So be there early. Please get there early. Enjoy the activities in the park. Already be there, so you don't have to wait and just get in line. Just make sure you start preparing to marshal at 5 p.m.
And there's food trucks and there's things there. Okay. And you block the roads off so people don't have to worry about the traffic?
Yep, we blocking the roads off, right? We'll have
to.
detail. We'll have security out there making sure we do. We got the parade team. Shout out to the parade team. Miss Yolanda Gentry and also brother Hubert Roberts. Yolanda Gentry, she works here at MTA.
Yeah, does she really?
Yes.
What does she do here?
Yolanda. She drives the bus.
Does she? Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think the name sounds familiar. I have to see her face, so to see for sure.
Yeah. So she
awesome. Small world.
I know, right?
Isn't
so
it?
she's definitely she's on our committee, and she's definitely on the parade committee too. So there's going to be a lot of activities for that. So please make sure you get there early. Make sure you get in line. They'll direct you and get you all set up. They got different sections where they'll put cars, bikes, floats, walkers. We got the youth bands too. We got 2 youth bands. We got Southwestern and Hamilton that'll be leading the way.
Oh, that's going to be great.
That will be phenomenal, and they do a good job every year. And then we'll make our way down Martin Luther King Street. We'll make a left on 5th Avenue, going into the parking lot right across the street from Rallies. We'll be down there on the lawn at the University of Michigan lawn right there, right by the William S. White building.
Yeah, I know where that is.
So we'll be all in that area. We'll have cars parked right there. MTA will provide shuttle back to the park, to get your vehicle whenever it's time. But then also, we'll have activities out there. We have the Afro Beats party. Now, Stephanie, I'm excited about the Afro Beats.
What is that? What is that?
Listen, that is like one of the most unique things. Have you ever heard of Afro Beats?
I don't think so. Have you, Jay?
What is that? I got to send you some stuff. So what it is it's a new genre of music, right?
Yeah.
It's coming from the continent of Africa, right? And they sound really good, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a mixture, like some Caribbean vibes and some,
Ooh, I like that.
That sounds good, yeah.
That sounds really
it's
good.
It's that type of vibe. And so we're bringing that concept here to Flint. This will be our second year doing Afro Beats party. That will be live and featuring Mama Soul.
Yeah.
Live band.
She's good.
It's gonna be amazing. So make sure you be there for both sides, right? So that's an all-day affair. And I do want to highlight too, Saturday, June 21st will be Juneteenth at the Flint Cultural Center.
Yeah, I saw
so
that.
A lot of our partners over in that area: FIA, FIM, Sloan, Long Way, Gloria Close, Flint Public Library, Applewood, right, and Whaley House. We will all be blocking that whole area off. Everybody be out. We all got events out there in the grass. We got bouncy houses. We're going to have face painting. We're going to have food trucks, and we're going to have some entertainment, spoken word artists. The group's coming from Detroit, the Reclaim series. It's just going to be a unique affair, so definitely come on out there for that, too. That'll be 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Matter of fact, just come out for everything, right? Because it's something different every day,
right? For the night. It's all time. Yeah.
Just block your whole month off and just come on down, right? I'm telling you, you're going to be in for a joy.
Well, I know we have a lot of volunteers. I did it last year. I want to do it again this year. So this should be a hard time.
That's good.
For sure.
I love it. Tell me we said thank you.
Oh, absolutely. And talk about having a good set of pipes on you. You just did a great commercial right there. You could have done a TV commercial, commercial.
Yep.
You sounded great, for sure.
Oh, thank you. If it's coming from you, then
that's so sweet. We love you. Thank you so much for all you're doing for the community and for everyone there.
Yes.
And you're welcome back anytime. Next time, I'm sure we're going to be back next year to talk about it again.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
And anytime, if anything going on, you just let us know. We'll have you back on.
Yep.
Okay.
I sure will. And I do want to give this is in memory of our beloved founder, Dr. E. Hill Deloney. Were you familiar with Dr. Deloney?
Mm-hmm. Dr. Deloney I do believe.
She was legendary, right? So she brought this concept to Flint 53 years ago.
Wow.
She's also brought Kwanzaa right here to Flint. She was the NAACP president for 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
So she was like very heavy. She did a lot of work with Ed, and that's
that's
how
where
we
the
was
name.
all
Yes,
connected together.
Right.
She
wasn't that old when she passed away, was she?
Well, she was 85.
Oh, okay. Well,
that wasn't old. That wasn't old.
That's young. 85 years young.
She should say 58.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, but she made her transition to the ancestor realm last year, and so It just feel like, because we work on this together. This is my African grandmother. So,
Aw, we get to honor her then this year. That'd be very nice.
yeah, and so every time around this time, right, just always, just reflect and remember on all the things and the teachings that she's provided, all the initiatives that, was done, during that time period. We traveled to Africa together. It's just like a thing that you really miss her, right?
Oh gosh.
So it'd be that, right? I know that I understand that everybody's gonna pass away, everybody's gonna die, everybody's gonna transition at one point in time in life. But the spirit still lives on.
Yeah, and you can honor her legacy by following through with that.
And that's what she said before she passed away. She said, you know what, there's no time to get emotional about this, right? You know what I'm saying? We all know that this was gonna happen. But the thing is, the way that you honor her is continue keeping going
absolutely
strong.
Following her legacy.
So
well, I'm very proud of you. Good job. Both your teenage children are participating in this as well. You put them to work, which is wonderful. They learn from the best that way.
They definitely gonna work, right? They want all these different things, right? So they get into the age where they want to drive a lot. So I'm like, okay.
How old are they?
So my daughter just turned 15.
That's what you said earlier. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Delilah.
Aw.
And then of course my son Dewan Jr. is 16. He'll be 17 in the upcoming one. I'm actually doing Juneteenth. So.
Oh my gosh! Well, there you go. That's perfect. Well, they have a very good role model within you.
Oh yes,
thank you.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I hope that they realize that.
They will. Maybe not now as a teenager, but they will when they
maybe when they get about 25, they're going to go, "Wow, you really did a lot."
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Right.
When they have their own child, it's like, "How did you do that, Dad? Oh my gosh!" They'll come to you for advice.
And you know what? I tell them that all the time. It's like, okay, well, you know what? Teaching you these basic fundamentals right now, you might not too much care about it. Just care about what they care about.
Right.
Making TikTok dances, right? Hanging out with friends, playing sports and all that other stuff. But it's like, you know what? These are, the building blocks for life for you, right? So when you learn how to be responsible, right? To be accountable, right? To follow through, right? Respect.
Yes,
right?
for sure.
These things gonna take you far, right? So you can do all those other things good, but you have to have those principles. And so that's what I really want them to take that. And of course, they hit me up and try to make me pay them for everything. So you've
got to give them allowance anyway. Make them work for it. Make them earn it. They'll appreciate it more.
You earn it, right?
That's right.
If you work for it, then you
earned it.
Yeah,
absolutely. And it's funny if you're going to buy them something. It's like I want all this. I want this, this, and this. But if it's their own money, I'll just get this
all
one.
the time.
I know. It's like I don't need all of it.
It's crazy because we just went to Chicago this weekend. And I was saying they got a little safe and stuff that they put their money in. I'm like, okay, so you're gonna bring some extra, some spending change, pocket change. They did not want to do that. They're like, no, I thought this is on you, right?
Well, that's what next week on vacation. Say you each get $50 or $20 to spend.
See?
And so once that's gone, they won't say, I want this and this sweatshirt and this t-shirt. And this, yep.
Mm-hmm.
They'll learn to
start
spend
thinking
it.
twice about it before you start spending it.
Yes,
right?
they do.
When you spend other people's money, right, you
That
just
is so
getting everything and anything.
You're so right. Well, I can't wait for this to be a big success, a huge success.
Yes.
And they can listen to the podcast to find out more details. And if somebody else wants to be a guest, how can they do that?
All they got to do is just drop us an email at podcast@mtaflint.org.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. And thank you for listening. Listen every week as we do this on the road with the MTA with Stephanie K and Jay. And we hope you listen as well. Stay safe.
You've been listening to On the Road with the MTA. For more information on our services and community outreach, visit us online anytime at www.mtaflint.org. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. The MTA, your community, your connection, your way.